guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Chaos County. In the last episode, we built this glorious new single point interchange, SPUI, single point urban interchange. I see some of you have been mentioning this as a diamond interchange. It is in fact a single point interchange because it has one traffic signal in the middle of the interchange. A diamond interchange looks similar but would have two intersections. It would effectively have one intersection over here and one intersection over here, making two intersections on the arterial that crosses the freeway. So this one is a single point interchange. It is quite a bit more effective than a diamond interchange in real life. Okay, but what we need to do now is continue, and absolutely, thank you so much for all the support and the love that you've given me for the interchange, and you guys have loved it, so it's excellent. Please keep those comments and those likes coming if you keep enjoying the stuff. We need to get this place to actually work. So what we need to do in this episode is, first things first, is get a bit of a power plant set up. And I'm kind of digging the idea of theming it towards something that is a little bit more environmentally friendly, shall we say. So how much do we have at the moment? We've got a fair bit of spare capacity for some reason. I don't quite know why. But anyway, so we're up at about 50 or so megawatts of power. If we add the solar, which adds, well, at least triples our output, I think that should be pretty good. We also have I believe somewhere here, here's the other one. This one is pretty huge, but I'm not sure we're going to go with this one, the solar updraft. That's 90,000 to build. This one is 80,000 to build. Maybe that means the solar updraft is in fact the better one for us. We can certainly afford it. And that'll last us a little bit longer. If I grab this, what is this thing? Ocean thermal conversion. That's way too expensive for us. And then we've got geothermal, which is not bad, but I don't want to go with any of these bad boys over here. Or it's not time for a nuclear power plant just yet. We can afford it, but no. Must be placed on the road, so that's fair enough. But I was thinking, like the thermal updraft tower, something like this, next to the highway over here, will create a bit of a power and water sewage treatment facility right over here. But what I'll do is, I'm not going to detail that in a lot of, I'm not going to really detail that too much. What do we have over here? This is like farmland or something, but it's okay. I don't mind that. We'll get a bit of a road to come off of here, and we're not going to use something major. We're just going to grab the basic stuff that we have here. We don't have anarchy is actually switched on. Let's switch that off just to make sure that we don't have funny stuff with trees and stuff through roads and so on. So that's kind of the idea that I was thinking. Let's grab the good that we see that. So let's bring it out like a little bit more, and then we'll start twisting it in a little, something like that. 20 by 20, give us about what is that? No, that's fine. Something like that, maybe. We'll just do something like that. We will extend it up here and create a turnaround of some variety. Let's bring it up to there, not too close to the freeway, just something like that. This is going to be the area where we have some of our utilities run. I kind of like the idea of coming off over there, slightly of a bit of an angle over here, so it's slightly lower, because these are pretty big buildings, or well, one of them at least is a pretty big building. I think that's just going to be safer to do that. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to do a nice big, well, what we would say, kind of turnaround roundabout over here for slightly larger vehicles. Can we in fact get that to work? I'm thinking up to about there, and then if I go and grab the node, what is this? This is like my favorite tool, the node, what is it? Node controller. And I just bring this in a little. That help us out? Does that look kind of appropriate over here? Do we still have some stuff sticking out of there? We do. So I'm not sure that's necessarily going to work. Let's smooth it out a little bit again. We definitely don't want the light to be up there. Anyway, I think that should do the trick for now. I think that's going to be just fine. It's an area where slightly larger trucks can turn around. We could do a bigger hammerhead kind of arrangement. And maybe that's the right thing for us to do. Anyway, we'll leave it like this for now, and I'll come back to it if I think we need to. Okay, power plants. Let's get this guy in place over here. So the updraft tower right at the end, I think, is going to be pretty appropriate, though it might go up on the angle over there. So I might actually put this one on the other side. This one, the right side over there. Okay, now we've got a pretty decent sized power plant that can slowly start providing power to this area. So what I've got is I've got a few extra kind of assets over here, which I thought I'd use a little bit. So this the substation thing that we've got going on over here, I think was probably the right thing for us. So what I'm going to try and do is if I grab this guy, and let's go over here. We can't actually, this guy doesn't actually provide an area where these cables can come out. So that might be part of a bit of a concern for us. But what I thought I'd do is I would at least test it out a little bit. Okay, well, what we're saying is actually it's going to pop out of the ground somewhere over here. This is going to be, you know, part of the facility, and we can actually tie this in quite nicely over there. So we'll put that in as part of the facility over here. It actually squeezes in quite nicely over there, and then we'll get ourselves the big power lines, something like these, the 200. I'm to be honest, I'm no power engineer or anything like that, so I have no idea how we would actually sort these out, how they actually, what sizes would work or anything like that. So I believe what we'll need to do, why can't we turn this thing? I would love for us to be able to turn this. The usual turning method doesn't work. If I grab this guy, the normal one, it doesn't turn either. But I'm assuming it turns if I, okay, so let's try, if I do that, yeah, that's how it turns. Okay, so let's try this. We'll get these big guys to come in pretty straight over here. Let's get them. Oh yeah, that's lined up. I think that's lined up the right way. And then what we'll do is we'll run this. We'll run this through here. Actually, let's give it one more, and then we'll kind of run it up here. Yeah, I think that's the right thing for us to do. Oh, that it's saying it wants to do this. Well, that can work too, you know. Oh, that's a 145-degree angle there. Okay, well, let's try this. Though I don't think that's going to actually work because it's going to start running into problems over here. Okay, but alternatively what we could do is we could run it into this area and put a substation down there, and that'll actually work. We'll find a spot where it works right over here, something like this. Okay. Wow. It's not quite what I had in mind over there. But anyway, and then we'll do another substation little thing over here. And it'll actually work quite well because this whole area is all tied off and everything like that. So it'll work quite well as a bit of a substation right over here. So now we just need to turn this guy around. And I'm pretty comfortable to have it, to plop it in. Let's try and get it as straight as possible with the line there. And I think it will automatically kind of connect up. Yes, it does connect up. And what we can do, I believe I've got like loose wires or something that I've never used before, but that what I'll try and use over here. Do we have, is that it? Oh, we don't have any more money. Are we? Wow. Oh, that was the updraft. So if I go in here, I was looking at some floppable asphalt, but power line. Yes, so these guys, I believe these guys are single power line, no pole kind of setup. So what I can do is I can tie these in something like this, but you would need to move that, right? Wow. Okay, so now I use move it. Let's grab this. Oh, undo. You don't want to do that. You want to... okay, I'm going to try it one... I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. If I can't get this to work... Now, why... Okay, there it is. Let's get rid of it. Let's try it one more time. What I think we'll do is we'll try it slightly differently. We'll just run it like this, so we can find our edges. Then we'll use move it here. And we'll see about tying that one up here. And see, that doesn't work. So if we undo this, yeah, I think this is going to be a tedious operation. So if we do that, and we bring this up to a level, maybe that does the trick. But I'm not convinced that this is the way to be dealing with this stuff. And now I've probably got the roads and... Okay, well, let's move the tree out of the way, and we'll get this guy. We'll move this around this way. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to do this. I'm not sure this is going to be the right way of dealing with it. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. That's going to take too much time and effort, and it doesn't even look that great anyway. Okay, so the one thing that I am now wondering is, are we actually going to be able to connect the power? Let's unpause the game just so that we can see if that in fact works. I don't think it does. So let's, I'm going to grab move it, and I'll just move this thing forward just a tad. I believe that should now be able to get this tied up. Let's move it forward just a little bit more. I probably took it out in the wrong spot there. Still trying to get used to how I'm going to get all of these things to work. Okay, so we should have power running through this, I believe. These guys are still saying no power. Let's just switch these on to see where we have power and don't have power. Is power popping in? Power is in fact popping in. So I think power is now working. Yes, that line is electrified. That's connecting up over here. I do like the idea of bringing in the power with the infrastructure over here. Now, let's get our water sorted out. I was thinking we will do a new water station over here. We have extra capacity on the other side. So maybe instead of bringing new stuff in, we can just build out some water lines over here. I think that's probably the right way to do it until we run out of water capacity, and which we will then start doing our own thing, doing some new stuff over here. Okay, so we'll run with this road, we'll run it in there, up alongside that road. Okay, that's the first step. What we'll also need to do is we'll need to run some water down the side of this road over here. Okay, we'll definitely need some garbage and stuff, and I'm thinking all of that over here. We'll see how we deal with it. Okay, so let's unpause the game. Now we should have some remnants of water and power over here. So let's start bringing in some more water pipes through this area. Okay, those are the first steps. This one has got water here. We will link this down here, run that along these roads. Okay, and similarly we'll run water in through here. So hopefully now everything should have water also. I believe it should. Let's speed things up a little bit and see if these guys go away. Yep, there they go. Pop, 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 all of them slowly moving out of the way. So now we should be able to actually open up all of these things that will classify as jobs and all these kind of things. I can speed the game up a little bit more. I would love to see our interchange in action over here. Oh, what I never did in the last episode, I never made this a bridge. Did I? No, that's not a bridge. Let's quickly upgrade that to be a bridge. If I go to the rail section here, and I just want, that's metro, right? Train line? Okay, interesting. Let's quickly upgrade this to be a bridge section. Right through there. I believe that's okay. What I can, however, do is just pull these back a little bit so the bridge extends a little bit to both sides. Oh, I see if we've got a bit of a... got that power and that lamp in there. But this, I thought this would have been high enough. Maybe I just need to grab that guy and take it out or something like that. But anyway, everything seems to be working now. I think we're starting to see some vehicles make a move onto our interchange. Wouldn't mind seeing a few more. This one's going to smoothly pass through here, I believe. Yeah, it's a bit of a turn there, but that's okay. No problems. None whatsoever. I'll quickly show you what I've done with the timed intersection over here. We need stuff like police and so on in there too. I'll quickly just show you the timed intersection just before we get into it. Okay, so what I've done is let's show the... Okay, so basically what's happening is those two are running. So it's effectively saying if you're going through, right? If you're going through, or if you're turning, no, then they can't possibly run together. Okay, so this thing isn't working. I need to fix it. Okay, let's stop it. Okay, so at the moment these can run together because you're basically allowing people to turn out that way and to do the U-turn, and this one and that one, and that's fine. What we can't have them do is run through here and run through there. So the next one, if we view this one instead, yeah, that one needs to split, I believe. So let's edit this. We'll change the mode. We'll have to split it like this, I believe. That's the one that we'll need to do. Split it like that, okay? And what we'll run first, and can we... No, we can't run anything with these guys. We could maybe run one of those. But anyway, let's just split them up. So we'll have these two, or alternatively... Hang on, change the mode back. What we do instead is we'll just do the phases like this. So we'll do one like this, okay, and we'll save it, and we'll add a step, and then we'll say the other one is this one, and we'll save it, and we'll add a step, and we'll start it. So now these two run together, and the other two have their own turn. So like so, they run together. Not that there's any traffic at the moment. And then once that's done, we'll move over, and now these guys go either there or through there. And then once that's done, they stop, and then these guys go either through here or into there. That's it. And that's as simple as that. So that's our intersection right over there. Okay, we need police and all kinds of stuff over here now. So let's see. So people need work. There's all kinds of stuff that we need. So let's open this up for business one by one. We'll get the first one. Oh, not enough electricity? What? It might not have its connected. Let's open the fish factory as well. So if it's not connected with power, yeah, it's not connected with power. Let's get a little bit of a substation thingy to just go in the park over here to connect them up. I think that should be just fine. That'll connect it up. What we also need to do is give that a route. Not relocate the building. We need to provide it with a route. So we need to actually come in here. Anyway, we need to come in here. Fishing industry. And we need to set up a route. So let's just do a nice big route in this area, all the way up to there, and to there. And let's try and figure out if that all works. So now we should see a boat appear or something and do its thing once people start working. Yeah, there goes the boat. It's going to start fishing, all these kind of things. We'll leave the train stations to fend for themselves just a little while longer. Police station, I was thinking this area. So if we look at this commercial up and down here, this strip in this area could be a pretty decent police station / hospital stuff. I'm thinking slightly larger police station this time around. What's the weekly cost on that? That is pretty expensive weekly cost, and it's pretty expensive to build. Maybe just a small one for the police station. This is still a pretty small town kind of maybe setup. So, okay, let's pop the police station in there. The commercial guys will love it. Let's get another small clinic going on. Yeah, maybe that slot right over there for the clinic is going to be good. And fire department. We would like a fire department in here also. But maybe the fire department goes towards this side, to the slightly more rural areas. I just want to see... Oh, that little corner there is actually going to be really nice next to the railway line. Ooh, it's a little awkward there, but I think that's going to be just fine. So we'll plop that in there. It's going to work. Is this starting to get fish? Does it have people? Freight trucks in use? Nothing. Fishing route efficiency is still 0, but I'm assuming that will start to pick up slowly as we go along. We need a fish market over here, but we'll maybe open that in just a little bit. What we can do now certainly is the time. I believe the time is moving on. Let's just have a look here quickly. Yeah, time is definitely moving on. I would like us to just pause the time. There we go. I think that's doing its trick now. Okay, what I need us to do is fill in lots more residential buildings over here. And this area is going to be higher density. That is just as simple as that. We're going to do this area much more high density. It's fine. Let's just kind of zone all of this. What I would like to do is just take out these little sections so we don't have funny, weird shapes. We kind of use the blocks that we have available to us. So I would like us to get just more of these guys in place. So we get more people to come and live here. These will start bringing in higher populations really quickly because we're using the realistic population mod. And so buildings like this, and we'll have a look at one of them now. So if we look at this guy has 37 households that can potentially live in there. So that is one of those things that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Oh, what we do need to do over here is we need some schooling and things like that. So let's go ahead. We'll definitely grab maybe not the community school. That's like an elementary school. It's slightly more expensive. Student capacity is 250. Student capacity is 300. We'll go with the standard one. We won't do it in there. We'll try and get it a little. Well, maybe even in here. Maybe in there is the right spot for the elementary school. A little small road over here. That's going to be a good thing to do. We could get a library. We can get the creative arts. Let's get an Institute of Creative Arts instead over here. And for something like that, I would like us to have that pretty close to the station over here. So we'll plop that one over there. It's starting to give us a little bit of this. Again, we've got this not actually stopping the time of day stuff. I'm hoping that does the trick now. Anyway, now we've got some more schooling going on over here. Let's make sure to open this one up to see if we can get some trains to come on in. We obviously need to be a little mindful of what's happening with our money. But I believe now that this area is up and running, we should see that come together quite nicely. What is still problematic in this area? Let's have a quick look. So people are complaining that they don't have public transport. Their access to healthcare is pretty low. Their death care is absolutely 0, which is something that we need to just pick up on. A university access we don't have. It's something that we probably need to figure out. Postal services. So there are a few things that we need to just have a look at. So let's get the death care sorted out. I think that's the one thing that will probably be problematic to us as quicker than anything else, really. I'm thinking death care can take this side over here also. So let's put death care in on this side next to the fire station, since that's where they cremate people. The other stuff that they were missing was so now death care there is death care accessibility, post services, no parks, no entertainment. Wow. Well, interesting. Parks are entertainment, I believe. So postal services, we can certainly add postal services. That's not a problem. That's like helicopters, right? Public transport hub. Oh no, public transport hub. So let's get this guy. I believe should also be over this side with the warehousing and stuff like that. So let's plop that one right over there. So that's this. It kind of looks like it's kind of warehousey on this side. So I do like the idea of that. Not over there. Maybe it's not getting the right coverage that it needs. Oh, and it probably we also need to do something along the lines of not fish, but maybe recycling of some kind. A recycling center will also, I think, squeeze in here pretty nicely. But I would like us to just make sure that we're not contaminating any of our. Yeah. Anyway, this spot right over there. Right over here is probably about right. So let's try that. So now we've got this area that can be used for recycling. maybe what I'll do is I will just drop this down just a little bit so it looks a little smoother over there. Yeah, perfect. That actually works quite nicely. We don't have power over here, which is a bit of a bummer. What's the efficiency? Am I doing move it? Yeah, that's fine. What's the efficiency of the 100% efficiency over there? So we should be picking up tons of fish. Fish should be moving its way over here. Yes, fish is coming this way. Getting commercial goods and stuff sorted out over there. Power, let's just move our power over here through yet another one of these guys. Good way of just moving it around, and it kind of looks okay in this area where it's a little bit more warehousey and stuff like that. So now we've also got a spot where people can actually buy fish. We're not making enough money to turn this thing on yet. We need way more people to come and live here. We need commercial, we need all these kind of things. So let's get more people moving in. If we add more people in here, we should hopefully get all of that, well, get a little bit more tax income, generate more tax income, I would say. So these could be slightly bigger buildings. It's plopping up in there. This area can kind of be commercial, this little stretch here, or actually all the way around here. And then maybe we kind of end it over there, or it kind of fizzles out just a little bit as we get to that side. Certainly get another building in there, get a little smaller building in there. And let's just fill out these big guys over here too. We have a lot of demand for residential, so let's start getting that coming in. Nice. Okay, that's looking good. We have more commercial demand over here. I don't necessarily want us to go all big high density commercial. So what I'd rather do, and for this area we might actually start looking at maybe a little bit of an entertainment district. Okay, so we've got Belmont Hills sorted out over here, but maybe within Belmont Hills we do something a little bit more specific. No, I don't think so. Let's just get this all zoned out, and I think that's going to be just fine. If we zone all of that out as commercial, should be quite good there. What we can do is we can slot in another building over there. Oh, we can definitely slot in some buildings in here. That would be a nice one, and even that one can be okay. And we'll slot something in there. Okay, so a lot of new buildings coming in. There's still a lot of room for people to be moving in also. So now our population will really start to grow. That's the idea, at least. Still don't have any of this. What I would like to do is that oh, that's just some trucks coming in. I would like to see if this is actually now functioning. Seems to be working. This guy's getting out of there. Wow, straight through there. Wow, look at those police cars go. These guys, wow, man, they are moving nicely. I do like it. That guy's stopping, waiting his turn. As an interchange, I think this is going to work really nicely. I must say, this is the first time I've done a proper single point interchange in City Skylines, and I think it will work quite nicely. These guys will all be turning. There's nothing to do on the other side. So once we get, obviously, traffic from the other side too. But man, look how nicely they stay within their lanes over there. How is this guy working? Is it? It is a smooth transition onto there. Wow, the lines are really good. Whether this works ultimately, we'll have to see if the traffic gets a little bit more busy. But at the moment, it is doing its job. It is doing its job. We are losing money. We are losing money. Which is not ideal, of course, not ideal. Let's bring in some more residential stuff, and we can also see, you know, what exactly it is that we're losing money on. We probably are overpaying on things like electricity at the moment, so we could maybe look at trimming that back a little. And let's do that. Let's trim that back a little bit. The electricity piece. Oh, water we can still. But yeah, if we trim that back to say 75, I believe we should still have enough, and that'll trim what we're spending a fair bit. Let's quickly see. Yeah, still have massive amounts. We can actually trim it back massively, I think. But because we have got the two grids, we just need to be a little bit more careful about it. Let's trim it back to 50%. It should be fine. That's kind of the idea I have here. Even this, well, that's not costing us a lot of money. Road budgets, all of these kind of things, probably we're going to need all of that, so no need for us to stop spending on that. There we go. Money is starting to come in again. It's a little slight variability of, okay, so this thing isn't working if we do that. That was what I was worried about. So we definitely need to spend up the 100k over here, or the 100% over here. Unfortunately, that's the thing. So we'll see. We should be able to, it's probably just a little bit of a glitch. So that should cover all of this. Yeah, thank you. All of that should be sorted out. Got a little area here that's not got water connectivity. So let's just connect all of that up. We'll do is we'll tie that together. So I haven't opened up all the fish stuff yet, and I haven't opened up this guy, which we can still do. Commercial goods is being produced over here, and then the commercial goods is moved elsewhere. What are we missing out on over here? Disaster coverage, well-being, health, university, crime rate is 0, which I'm assuming is a good thing. Fire hazard, radio coverage, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. Even public transport is now seemingly much better. Death care is not great. Fire coverage is not great. Fire coverage or fire watch coverage, fire department, and then fire hazard. Anyway, so low fire hazard. So some of them needs to be low, some of them can be high, those kind of things. We're starting to see a little bit more demand over here. We should probably start looking at some form of university, but we don't have the money to jump straight into that. But I do want us to really build out a lot more population over here. That's kind of my idea. So I think that's going to be the end of our residential component over on this side. Residential will then move all the way that way, and then this will be more of a commercial area. These areas through here will be more commercial, and then these can quite easily continue to be residential. This little piece of road here. And I do like us working all of this as high density. I think that just works nicely in this area where there's going to be more, kind of fishing jobs. So the fishing industry is going to be here. This is the fish town. The fish town. And if you have a name for our fish town, by the way, please do provide that in the comments down below or on the Discord, wherever you feel most comfortable to do so. It would be greatly appreciated. We do need a name for this area. Okay, start bringing in all kinds of stuff here. Like that should be pretty good if we get all of these filled in. Okay, what else do these guys need? So let's try and get them a little happier. I think a bit of a park or something like that should be quite good. Obviously, we need to just be mindful of what we're spending. We can provide one of the specialist parks in this area, but I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll get something like a dog park or something like that, just somewhere here. Somewhere on that side. The fish market has not been opened yet. Maybe over here. No, maybe over there. But that's on the main road, and you wouldn't necessarily want a dog park there on the main road. Something like this would have actually been quite good. We'll lose that building though. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it right there. I'm going to place that there. We'll lose the building over there, but now we've got a dog park that should provide everybody with decent access to some kind of entertainment facility right over here. So it's starting to entertainment is starting to pick up. Oh yeah, quite significantly actually. So I like this this indicator that we have here now. It's a mod. I don't know which one, but if you are interested in the mods that I'm using, I've got a full list, updated list of mods on the Discord that you can link to. But I do like this mod because it gives you a little bit of a better understanding. Now we can also see that public transport is becoming a big issue, and we need to provide more of that. We could do much more medical and death care and all of these kind of pieces. The schooling and so on is kind of okay. Well-being is starting to pick up, so that's all quite nice. How many? What's our employment, unemployment rate? We should be able to figure that out, right? I'm sure we checked that. Here it is. It's this one. So we've got a population of 4,500 and something. We've got tons of unemployed people. Employed people. Jobs available is still a lot. There's 8% unemployment, but there's a lot of jobs available. So I'm assuming that means that our level of education is not great. Uneducated, we've got a lot of uneducated people. So a public library could actually do a bit here. A public library could help slowly educate people a little bit. I think that's a good idea. Let's grab ourselves a bit of and let's switch out of that view, and we'll get ourselves a public library in this area. Probably not here next to the school, but probably somewhere over here maybe. Yeah, a public library over here could be okay. So let's find that, if we can afford it though. What is the cost of the public library? It is pretty expensive. And it does not want to squeeze in here. Though I do believe, yeah, but it's slightly off. Let's put it on that side instead. Yeah, that could actually work quite nicely. We'll squeeze it in over there. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll get the public library in there. Got a little bit of a dip down and so on. So but that's okay. I think that is going to be good. That is going to be good. So now I've got the public library in here as well. It's obviously costing us way more money. We really need to start making more money, by the way. And I do think we've already upped our taxes, right? Taxes. Yeah, taxes are already up at 12%. We just need to make a little more cash. This train, I'm not sure this train is allowing us any... Well, it's giving us a little bit of intercity and public transport coverage. Let's stop the train just for a tad there, because I don't think that's helping us out a lot. And now we're really running short. We'll have to go into debt. We'll have to go into debt. But guys, so there we go. Our fish area here is up and running. We've got power and all the services. Our interchange is moving along nicely. People are using it. There's a lot of traffic coming in here, but it is kind of managing that without much of a problem. Why is this happening? I'll have to check that out a little bit, but I'll do that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out this episode. Please leave your suggestions. I wanted to detail this area with some more extra services, but I think what we'll do is we'll get to it. So once we add some more water coverage services over here, and maybe other power and maybe waste and things like that, we will detail this nicely with some gates and fences and things like that. I think that will work quite nicely. This area is seeing a lot of traffic, but it's manageable. I can actually up the speed a little bit. It looks like it's pretty slow. These guys, why are they sticking to one lane only over here? I might have to have a look at the settings just a little bit in TMPE to see how that goes. But all in all, I think it's okay. And I think if I run it a little bit, we will find that we will be quite profitable. So again, if you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Please leave your comments, your suggestions. Tell me all the kind of cool stories you can think of about this little fish area over here, the cove here. Look at all of those fishing boats out there. Our fishing industry is starting to come together quite nicely. Anyway, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.